the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a Halloween Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Chicago Bears. The eyes of the world are watching, and there is one story that we are all focused on. Hi, everybody. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt here to tell the final chapter of this story. Man, ask the question that so many are tuned in to see answered. Can they complete, Brock, an undefeated season, which would be just the second that the NFL has ever seen?
You know that champagne is not only on ice in that locker room, it's also on ice down in Miami as they pop that champagne. Those Dolphins at 72, the last team to actually do the whole journey undefeated. But remember, they only had 14 games in the regular season. This crew, they've achieved it through 17 games, a brutal postseason, and here they are.
Now here's Leauge Swift on the ground. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's his running back, Leauge Swift. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Swift now from the pistol. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Williams from the gun. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Williams to throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he can make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First down throw by Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Williams again. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. And where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Third down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. Third and long for him here. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. Out now are the special teamers to try a Bears field goal. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Certainly not the amount of points they wanted when they began this drive, and certainly when they got into scoring territory, but it's always nice to look up in the Super Bowl and have a lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Herbert on first down. It's caught. This is Leauge McConkey. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10, Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Gets this one against him. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hampton. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's good to McConkey. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Leauge McConkey with a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in rhythm and play your game.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's good for a Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're on the counter with Swift. Runs inside the 35. He takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 3. So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. It's an early lead for the Bears. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. 3 more quarters to go. We're back for the second frame here of Super Bowl 61. They have first and 10. Here's Hampton over the drive. He made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 32. Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. Running in the red zone. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Los Angeles.
One of the tight ends motions right. Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up second down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On carry, this is Najee Harris. This defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
On third down, Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. McConkey with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 14, Bears 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They got 14 yards on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
LeBron, slam left. Go.
1st down, Williams. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. To take possession in enemy territory as that return gets him across midfield.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Go.
Throwing now, Herbert. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball?
There he goes on the right side. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Rod McConkey with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Williams on 1st down. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Second and 10 now. Williams. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Inglewood and Super Bowl 61 coming up. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Vegas. What is it?
long. They're going to throw. Connects downfield. On target to Burton. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. First and 10 now from the 46.
That's good. For a Bears.
Running behind center with Swift. He dodged the tackle. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. Actually going to give him the 30 here. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Romadunze touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to 4.
Bears 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers send wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. And send him over right. They'll air it out on third. Pass him on the quick hitter. As this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Automatic first down.
So a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing on first is Herbert. That's Harris on the right side. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips right inside. It's a good look. Help reset those chains.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play,
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. Back to throw, here's Herbert. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted! Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
The Bears take over first and 10, and they're on the 20-yard line.
You know exactly what I don't like there, Kate. It's only first and goal. You got a couple more plays in your pocket to get in the end zone. Instead, put the ball in harm's way on your very first crack, and now that defense has an opportunity to bail themselves out exactly what they just did.
The Bears going on offense here late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. That is enough time to put something together. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Williams will look to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Williams hit, and that ball's out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
First down, Williams to throw. Short pass brought in. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's out to the 37. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Williams. He's looking deep once again. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
3rd down, here's Williams. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Again, it's Williams. The left side finds Burden. And he's going to go down well short of where they needed him to get to. That decision to go for it on fourth does not pay off.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
He finds Brown right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And with the clock just about to strike zero, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half.
The Chargers field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did.
Offside.
The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
To kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Chargers and wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Hampton trying the left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Herbert from the gun. Going the out route complete. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd down, give to Hampton. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And this is going to be halted just before we can reach the 30. We gain 11 on that play, and that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Staying grounded with Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Hornet! What is up?
Here's Swift on second down. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
Third down and 9.
To the air on third and long. He's brought in by Burton. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down throw by Williams. On the move, past the 40. A lot of space ahead. Running down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers and wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Going right this time with Hampton. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Here's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's got Hampton underneath. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun gear to Hampton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Play action now for Herbert. Searching for somewhere to throw well behind the line.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air, Herbert. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Could make the connection. Was looking for Lat McConkey. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Now Herbert again. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Dicker connects there, and they've taken back the lead. That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears and Luther Burden making their return to the field. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Slam left. Ready, flip.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Working from the gun, Williams. He's going to push one deep down the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Williams set to pass. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st down, here's Swift. He's going to to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Williams will look to throw. Hits him on the end route. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. DeAndre Swift, his intended target there out of the backfield. So 2nd down coming up.
Vegas! What is it on?
Williams to throw. Walker hauls it in. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
What is it on? Hey, volunteer!
Got an inside handoff to Swift. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's Williams. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 4th-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Chargers send wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Putting the tight end in motion. Running it with Hampton. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's 16 yards on that play. That's going to be good for an LA first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. That's Harris on the right side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have taken the lead late. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. He'll look to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
16 yards.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Back to throw. This is Loveland working the right side. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
What is up? Dang it!
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Looking to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chargers make the play that should win them this game. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find positions.
By a man, he's in the clear. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. And start the party on the West Coast to the LA Chargers, our Super Bowl champions. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end. Really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes. It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
And all the work, the long hours, the sacrifices pay off in the end as they raise that Lombardi trophy. We've been able to join them every step of the way on this journey to the top. So for our incredible crew, my partner here in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. Thank you for joining us this season on EA Sports. We'll see you next time.